Japanese fighter called Monks. This is a monster.
Crazy dude.
Yeah, let's check him out, man. Ikuki, what's his name?
This guy, Naoya.
Yeah, let's look at some of his fights. He's a mean fellow. Japanese fighter is the best fighter in the world. For my opinion only, I'm nobody, but I think he's the best fighter.
Naoya Inoue, known as the Monster, has garnered significant praise from Mike Tyson and other professional boxers for his exceptional skills and achievements in the ring. Mike Tyson praised Naoya Inoue as an exceptional talent, noting that despite his impressive skill set and dominance at 122 pounds, he remains underappreciated in the broader boxing world. Tyson pointed out that fighters in the lower weight classes often struggle to gain the recognition they deserve, and Inoue, as a Japanese fighter competing outside the glamour divisions, is no exception. He emphasized that Inoue's abilities are world-class and worthy of far greater acknowledgement than he currently receives.
He gets the credit that they deserve. What fighter would that be?
Wow. The guy that's fighting Stephen Fulton.
Stephen Fulton? I'm trying to remember.
Who's fighting Stephen Fulton? The Japanese guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Damn it, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I know what you're talking about though. I know you're talking about.
Inoue. Yeah, he's
okay.
No one knows him because he's in one of those really small weight divisions, but wow, he's exciting. The fight's will be just amazing.
Adding weight to that praise, Tyson emphasized that despite Inoue not looking like much, he is actually better than Manny Pacquiao, or at least just as good. He's a monster, a mean little He went on to call Inoue vicious, highlighting the Japanese fighter's dangerous and formidable style in the ring.
Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monks. This is a monster.
Crazy dude.
Yeah, let's check him out, man. Ikuki, what's his name?
This guy, Naoya.
Yeah, let's look at some of his fights. He's a mean fellow.
Where's he fight?
He's a Japanese, 118 pounds, but wow, he was like 108.
Boxing?
He's a mean fellow. Oh yeah, you gotta see this bad. He don't look like much. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was little like that. Just as good.
He looks like a pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these. Yeah,
who the hell fights in that division?
Bantamweights.
Yeah, but who?
Some bad. Yeah, some killers. Ooh, break him. Ooh, the Monster. He beat him so easy.
Oh, I love it.
The Monster.
It's a good piece, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Do you think he's the best pound for pound, or the winner of this fight is the best fighter in the world?
Japanese fighter is the best fighter in the world. For my opinion only, I'm nobody, but I think he's the best fighter.
Echoing Tyson's sentiment, Manny Pacquiao named Naoya Inoue as his favorite, praising Inoue's abilities and expressed hope that Inoue would achieve even more success across multiple weight divisions.
Do you still watch boxing now? Are you still into it? Do you enjoy watching boxing?
Yeah, because boxing is my passion, so that's why I'm enjoying watching boxing.
Do you have a favorite fighter now that's active?
Right now, Asian, like Naoya,
Inoue, amazing fighter.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, and I hope that he will accomplish in different weight division also.
Yeah, he probably will. Such a quality fighter.
However, Ryan Garcia expressed a strong desire to face Naoya Inoue, calling it a potential all-time great pay-per-view matchup. He acknowledged Inoue's talent and predicted that the Japanese star has the ability to become a multi-division world champion. Garcia proposed a future showdown at 140 pounds, suggesting Japan as the venue and emphasizing the global scale and magnitude such a fight would carry.
Because I believe Inoue can become a multiple weight world champion. So I'm thinking, what if one day we fight at 140? I'm talking about future, and we do it in Japan. It'll be huge, huge. Mark my words. If it somehow plays out that way, I think that fight will be one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time. Remember, I just said that.
Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather also acknowledged Naoya Inoue as a pound-for-pound great, recognizing his elite skill and dominance in the ring. However, he expressed interest in seeing Inoue tested further, suggesting a potential catchweight bout against Gervonta Tank Davis. According to Mayweather, such a matchup would be a true showcase of talent between two of boxing's most explosive fighters.
I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I won't take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my playbook. But it's okay. That's boxing. You're supposed to. You're supposed to take from the greats. But what I would like to see is if he can fight Gervonta at a catch weight. You know, Inoue deserved to be over Terrence Crawford. I'm not going to say that. Absolutely not. I will always stand behind my people first. You know, the boxer, we're going to say, I knew he did this. I knew he did that. Yeah, okay. That's cool. You know? What I need Inoue to do is do like, you know, like we do over here in the U.S. now. I need him to come fight in the U.S., random blood and urine testing. Do Inoue deserve to be in a pound for pound? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in a pound for pound? Absolutely.
While sharing his take, Teddy Atlas had stated that Naoya Inoue is a monster, ranking him among the top 3 fighters in the world. He had placed Inoue alongside Alexander Usyk and Terrence Crawford, acknowledging him as being on the same elite level.
Inoue, the monster. Top 5, you know, 1 or 2, number 1 or 2 or 3. Well, number 1's Usyk. Let's leave that alone because of obvious reasons. And then Crawford and Inoue right there. He is a champion for that reason. And he is special for that. And he is elite because of that. Anyone who's in front of him, he's going to hit. And he's going to hurt. And he's going to finish. And I think he's going to do that again. I think he's got a live opponent.
Teddy had analyzed that every opponent Naoya Inoue faced had been naturally bigger, given that the Japanese fighter had already moved up multiple weight divisions from where he originally started.
He's got an opponent in front of him who has talent. An opponent in front of him who, of course, everybody's the naturally bigger guy for the most part with Inoue, because Inoue's moved up already so many weight classes from where he initially started this great journey. But he's got an opponent in front of him who's in front of him. See, that's it. That's Teddy Atlas's point here. He's in front of him. Anyone who's in front of him, he's going to get to him. He's going to get to him. You might catch him too, but he's already shown he could get off the floor. He could do what he has to do. He could behave like a champion, not only fight like a champion.
Adding to this chorus of admiration, Gervonta Tank Davis was asked what he thought of Inoue as a fighter since both Inoue and Tank progressed the pound-for-pound rankings together. He said he started watching Naoya Inoue over the past few years and praised Inoue as a complete fighter. Tank Davis further said that a fight with Inoue would be exciting. Tank expressed, "That would be like a fun fight. Now that would be technical, that fight right there, but I think I would be too big for him." Adding on, Davis acknowledged that Inoue possesses the full package of skills and attributes, describing him as the epitome of what a well-rounded fighter should be. According to Davis, if anyone wants to see a fighter who truly has it all, Inoue is the one to watch.
Did you first start watching him, and what do you make of him now?
I think I started watching him probably like a couple years ago, but he'll fight a fighter. He's definitely someone he got the whole package, I believe so. If you want to see a fighter that got the whole he's one of them. Definitely, for sure. I don't really see myself really like fighting him. Like, that would be a reach, you know? Or if I like, probably, I don't see myself fighting him. Not really. I honestly don't.
Furthermore, Dimitri Bivol, when discussing his pound-for-pound rankings, included Naoya Inoue in his top 3. Bivol acknowledged Inoue's impressive achievements and dominance as a key factor in his placement among the sport's elite fighters.
Top 3? Who's the top 3 now? Usyk, Crawford, Inoue maybe.
Building on that, Roy Jones Jr. praised Naoya Inoue, stating that there is another tornado brewing in the world of boxing, referring to Inoue as a bad dude. Jones Jr. emphasized that Inoue is truly the pound-for-pound number 1, even though he doesn't receive as much credit due to his limited visibility, and because in his weight class, he does not have anyone who is that good and as skilled as Inoue is. He further added, Inoue, is definitely the face of boxing internationally, for sure. Jones suggested suggested that if fans saw more of Inoue, they would recognize his exceptional talent and dominance in the sport.
That is a bad dude. You understand me? They don't give him the credit because we don't see him that much. That dude right there, I think that dude really is pound for pound number one. He just don't have the competition at that weight class to have that big fight to get it right now. And the United States don't know him because we don't have big fighters in his weight class over here that we know that good.
We only seen him against Fulton.
You feel me? So
he dominated Fulton.
You feel me? The one that we did have, look what he did to him. So he really number one pound for pound, but because he don't have the opposition to prove it, I gotta leave Bud there.
Right.
And the reason I leave Bud there because Bud was there for so long with the same problem Inoue had. He had no opponent to be able to prove it. You feel me? Nobody he could have fought to get in the ring and got in front of besides a Pacquiao who wouldn't fight him at the time that he could have used to prove it with. So he was number one, but he couldn't get a person to get in the ring with him until Earl did. You understand me? So
sharing the sentiment the Wade concept praised Naoya Inoue as the complete package, highlighting his shot selection, accuracy, punch volume, and relentless ferocity as key traits that consistently appear in every performance. He described Inoue as possessing every attribute required to be an elite world-class fighter. According to him, Inoue has set the standard for what it means to be a top pound-for-pound boxer. He added that when someone wants to understand the essence of boxing at its highest level, they need only watch a Naoya Inoue performance.
Shot selection, accuracy, punch volume, ferociousness, power. He had it all in this fight. He had every single thing that makes for a world level fighter. And I don't care that he's 122 pounds. And it took Naoya Inoue to show the world what it means, regardless of pay, regardless of position, regardless of world championships, regardless of fans, how you go in there and showcase an ability to prove you're not just a top boxer in the world, you're a top pound-for-pound fighter in the sport of boxing. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what you show your friends when they ask you what boxing is.
Moving on, American pro boxer Sean Porter commented that between Isaac Cruz and Naoya Inoue, we could have the next foreign fighter to resonate with the American audience. He stated that he believes Inoue has the potential to fill that role. Porter compared Inoue to Manny Pacquiao in terms of his explosive style, eye-catching performances, and the charisma he exudes.
I thought that between Isaac Cruz and Inoue, we might have the next fighter, foreign fighter for the sake of words, who could translate to the American audience. I do believe that that is Inoue. I think Inoue is the next Manny Pacquiao. Not at that going all the way up the weight class and all that stuff, but someone who's extremely explosive, eye-catching, and also inviting to who he is as a fighter and as a person. It could be him, so I'm looking forward to that.
I don't see anybody stopping him. Inoue is just he's special, as I've said before. I don't see anybody stopping him at 122.
We really don't know what Inoue's what his goals are. Are his goals to be the star in boxing? If his goal is to be the star in boxing, you gotta come to the United States. It is what it is. You gotta cross those seas. You gotta knock out some Americans to make these other Americans take notice of who you are and what you're doing. There's a lot of people in the boxing world that respect Inoue and what he's done. But if you're someone like me, I'm saying, hey, let's get him. I don't think he's gonna lose, but let's get him out of his own backyard. Let's get him a little uncomfortable and see how he handles the energy when it's not at home.
In addition, Naoya Inoue shared that boxing has been a part of his life for as long as he can remember. He explained that his love for the sport kept him going throughout the years, emphasizing that it's like any other job. If you lose passion for it, your performance will suffer. Inoue's dedication to the sport stems from his genuine love for boxing, which has driven him to continually strive for excellence.
物心ついた頃からボクシングをやってる。で、もうそれが生活の一部になってる。まあボクシングが好きだから続けられてる。多分どの仕事も一緒ですよ。もうそれは。そこの自分がやってるものに情熱が欠けてきたら絶対成果落ちてくる。
He stated that he ranks himself as the #1 fighter in the world. He added confidently that he would not even be doing this if he didn't believe he was #1.
Alexander Usyk and Terence Crawford, where do you rank yourself amongst the three in the pound-for-pound conversation?
まあでもいつでも自分が一番だと思ってやってますから、まあパワーではなくて、そのまあ当てる能力というか、
Moreover, Joe Rogan has consistently shown admiration for fighters with exceptional skills, and Naoya Inoue is no exception. Known for his appreciation of high-level technique and precision in combat sports, Rogan has often praised athletes like Inoue, who showcase elite talent, discipline, and fight IQ inside the ring. He spoke on how Inoue is very much like Manny Pacquiao.
This guy's 40 years old and still can crack and still as fast as lightning.
Yeah, the power that he possesses, but it's not a thumping power, it's that explosive speed, that explosive power, the footwork he gets in position, and all of a sudden he's landed 3, 4, 5 shots and then he's angled off. A lot like I did in my fight against Lopez. You know, a lot of that, sparring paid off and it did shape me. And I know he did put out a tweet as well, saying that I hope the sparring we did, helped you in this fight, and straight away.
That's amazing.
And I was so excited. He's a legend of the sport.
He is a legend, and he's such an unusual guy. You know what's crazy about him is his calves.
Yeah,
when you look
massive.
At that, they're giant.
Moreover, Max Holloway, speaking on his YouTube channel, delivered high praise for Naoya Inoue, emphasizing the Japanese fighter's exceptional abilities. He acknowledged the growing buzz surrounding Inoue and firmly stated that he deserves recognition as the top pound-for-pound fighter. Holloway further described Inoue as unreal and expressed that his dominance in the sport is undeniable.
I've been seeing the talk, I've been hearing the noise. I finally got to watch the fight. Dude deserves it, bro. He should be #1 pound-for-pound fighter. Inoue right now, brother. You can't deny the man. You cannot deny the man. Not deny this. That guy is amazing. That guy is just unreal, and he deserves it, man. I think so. If Crawford have a better showing than this, Crawford's the man. But right now, Inoue, pound-for-pound, man. Really was just labeling this guy as a power puncher.
In addition, Stephen Fulton spoke on his fight with Inoue. He stated that he underestimated Inoue's power. Fulton admitted that during the match, he struggled to execute his game plan. While mentally focused, he explained that his body simply wasn't responding as he intended, hindering his performance against the formidable Inoue. He further added, "I feel like just because you can make weight does not mean you should." Stephen believed that dropping the weight the way he did for Inoue fight was not the right way to do it.
It wasn't hard or difficult. I feel like I couldn't get my shit off though. Yeah. I don't want, I ain't even no excuse bull, but I couldn't really, you know what I'm saying? And I'm always holding it, carry it like that. Like I'm gonna say how about whatever I say.
I want you to say how you feel.
My body wasn't there, but the skill level was that's what I'm saying. Like
was it?
I feel like they know like that wasn't the best Stephen Fulton. They know that.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
They know that it wasn't the best Stephen Fulton, but the skill level is right there. Like, I can see it. I'm like, a sharp motherfucker notice a sharp motherfucker.
Right.
Like when we're in there, like we're actually fighters. When you sharp too, you know it's a sharp motherfucker. Yeah. But it's like when I was in there, I already knew like I couldn't get the shit. I'm like he got this joint. Like
right.
But the power when I was sitting there, boom, I'm catching. It wasn't like a boom, like the shots that I was catching, I was seeing. You just feel the pressure from it. It wasn't like It wasn't from no like. He is top 2, whether he 1 or 2. He's still top in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Like like me, I was one of the top in the world until like you know what I'm saying. But.
Reflecting on his decades in the sport, Bob Arum had stated that Naoya Inoue was the best in the sport and had expressed that more fighters should model themselves after him. He had praised Inoue's discipline, dedication, and rigorous training regimen, highlighting him as a standard for professionalism and excellence in boxing.
Bob, what do you think of this guy? He's the best. Really, he's the best. All fighters should be like him.
Furthermore, Bob remarked that he had seen many great fighters in the lighter weight divisions over the years, but none had matched the consistency of Naoya Inoue. He had emphasized that Inoue not only defeated his opponents, but regularly knocked them out with such a level of dominance that Arum had never witnessed so consistently throughout his long career in boxing.
Look, athletes, they're good athletes, and they're great athletes. No question he's a great athlete. But the fact that he's trained the way he has, and the discipline that he has, and the fact that he is always polite and open to people, that really goes back to his culture. And the Japanese culture, particularly as he has acquired it, is certainly remarkable.
Historically speaking, how great of a fighter is Naoya?
Well, I've never, seen any fighter in the lighter weight divisions, from featherweight below, like him. I mean, they've been great fighters, great boxers, they've been, really top people. But there's nobody that has the consistency that he has, where he not only defeats his opponent, but he knocks them out. We've never ever seen that in the whole history of boxing.
In an era where boxing's spotlight often shines brightest on the glamour divisions, Naoya Inoue continues to defy the odds, captivating legends, champions, and fans alike with a blend of surgical precision, raw power, and unshakable confidence. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Naoya Inoue's rise and the respect he's earned from boxing's biggest names, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more Fight World insights, and drop a comment below. Do you think Inoue is the true pound-for-pound king? And if you're hungry for more elite boxing content, hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment